Hello, everybody. You want to learn to do something cool? Let's do it. All right, let's draw some stuff. I'm going to teach you guys a really cool cartoon trick that I use all the time. And that trick is a little trick I like to call the rule of three. The rule of three is very, very cool because the rule of three allows you to draw bodies in like a split second. You guys want to see how it is? You take any shape that you draw. You're going to split it into three. And the split is going to be not in any specific way or either. 1, 2, 3. If you follow the outside for the one, you have the spacing for your legs. Oh, you follow the other one, you have spacing for your legs. And then number 2 gives you the sizing of your head. This gives you a very easy way to be able to determine how to draw the proportions of a character. So let's do a couple of examples of that over here on our new page, and let's teach you guys the rule of three in a very simple and comprehensive way. So let's say that you guys want to learn to draw human characters, but you don't know how to draw the proportions of your characters. And the proportions are always a pain in the butt, and they're always really hard to draw. You don't know where and how to draw the legs. You don't know how and where to draw the arms. You don't know how and where to draw the head. They always look weird and they never come out in the right place. Well, if you take into consideration this little tiny split, you have the ability to now know exactly where your limbs are going to go in relation to the front of your body. You're going to have the ability to understand. It ended up looking like a little American flag. Or French flag. And then the middle part becomes the division that you need for the width of your head and for the width of your goodies. So now, how is this useful when you're drawing something that's not necessarily a box? Well, if you consider that in general is going to be the pattern that you need to be able to get the proportions right, when you double this up, to be able to generate different elements, just follow those proportions around, and then you can draw elements with different stylizations. Your legs are always going to come from the same place, right? They're always going to go and follow this. You're just going to have to learn to overlap shapes to be able to follow more interesting lines. The arms are going to come out from here and your collarbone. So you have the ability to draw your arms now, really easy. And again, it's going to give you the proportions you need. Now, this is going to be very cool when you start using it with different sizes and different proportions. If you give different sizes and proportions to your characters, you have the ability to draw a multitude of different things. You don't have to be relegated to drawing the same proportions for any of your characters. Okay? And you're not even relegated to drawing the things outside of your shapes. If you want to draw somebody skinny, you want to draw somebody big, tall, you can do the same thing. Just stretch the shapes out and you're going to have yourself a really tall character. If you want a really short character, just make them wide and keep their little legs stubby. So you have the ability to use that same rule with absolutely any sort of character. Now, what happens when you start doing different elements, like maybe I don't know, an hourglass or something like that. If you split an hourglass in 3, you're going to get yourself the ability to draw your legs and stuff like that a lot easier. Okay? Your heads and all that stuff, it's all proportioned like that for most humans. It's just a matter of being able to see it and understand that, and then eventually you'll be able to draw really, really, really easy human beings. Okay? Combine that with a little bit of knowledge of perspective and foreshortening, and you have the ability to draw really simple characters, even doing very dynamic movements. Okay? This is 1. 2. As a 3/4 view, you would only see 2 parts most of the time. You would see the side and then you would see the middle. From a front view, you would see all three. Okay, but from 3/4, you only see 1, 2. The third one is on the other side of it. And that little tiny distinction of understanding those things that you don't see every side from every single place is also going to help you understand how to move things in space. Okay? You don't have to necessarily know every part of anatomy to be able to have a very awesome and fantastic way of moving characters around. And with that being said, my friends, I will call it a day for today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your attention. And thank you so much for allowing me a chance to make you a better artist. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you guys learned a little bit today. And I hope that you guys implement this into your drawings so that you may never forget it. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.